Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down here for this offense. He hands it off from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looking downfield. It's Sota. Fires it to the wideout. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Makes the catch downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Receiver makes the catch.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Back to throw again. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Finds his target, and it's complete. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
Love the aggressive approach here by the play caller. First drive of the game, why not? Vertical passing game is on fire, picking up big gains.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch. Can he get in? The defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line. NC State comes to the line quickly. To the air, it's Soto. And it's caught. Touchdown, NC State. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kurt.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all in settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wide out. And he's got it. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a 1st down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking for some space. It's Robinson. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Fighting off the defender.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And here's the handoff. Can he reach the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, North Carolina State. This quarterback on fire today. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
Now the offense trying to go play action there, but how about the big man in the middle? This defensive tackle showing you he's athletic as well. Gets to the quarterback, comes up with a big sack.
Backed up to the 10-yard line. It's second and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
The Wolfpack line out now, first and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back to pass. It's Soto. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Florida offense retakes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got his man wide open. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side, and he pulls in the catch. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. players come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass this time. Throws to the tight end. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
And the Gators are in the red zone. And the running back takes the handoff. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to...
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to get the offense the football at the 42.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Try and muscle for the first down. Runs through the defender. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That's a solid run, good for first down yardage. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The pocket breaking down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. The last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, NC State.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They'll run it here. The Gators pick up enough to get a first down there.
Boy, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Dameon Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Looking to throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Thorne. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with it. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
To the air. It's Soto. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Bringing it back, it's Peters. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that previous play. And he'll set up to throw. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the 2nd half.
Looking for his big tight end. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a 1st down. And the Gators come up to the line in a hurry-up. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He launches too high, out of bounds, and incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there, and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Punt over the middle. It's Thorne. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the +40. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. And the quarterback dropping back. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Gators. This offense cannot be stopped.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing it.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kick is a squib kick, taken by one of the up men. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. NC State will kick it off to start the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Gators offense retakes the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And they've got the returner corralled. So, here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Dropping back, it's Soto. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
The back catches it on that play, Chris. Kind of looked like a receiver on the way they designed that play. I love the toe tap at the end. He's inbounds. Nice game.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Going for a big play downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, Wolfpack. No chance to catch it.
Boy, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
Went after makes it a 15-point game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Thorne. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back line. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Game makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle it at the 44. The Gators come to the line to run the hurry up.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the grab. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. It was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to chuck it again. Catch made over the middle. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And this one is right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be 1st down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass. It's Soto. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. NC State comes to the line quickly.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left, and it's complete. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make play.
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. The conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? We can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Florida offense retakes the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a big play downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Pass not complete.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Man, with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Off the play fake on first down. The pass rush closing in. That one sails too far out of bounds, incomplete. That play makes it 2nd and 10. And the quarterback keeps it here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
And here comes a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. And someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Time for one more play here in the quarter. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Tackled after the takeaway, and that will end this quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. The quarterback making some changes at the line. To throw, it's Soto. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Catch is made down the middle. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line. NC State comes to the line quickly.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football. And
there's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the route is on. Well, the defense has had no answer to this pitch and catch combination. They are closing in on the conference championship now.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball. And I just love to see the quarterback. Anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you got a chance for a big game.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Massive gain moves the ball into the red zone now. They'll set up 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. On the run here, lets it go. Grab down the middle. It's Robinson. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. And the Gators will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Hit just as he throws the ball, and it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
tackle made after a big gain. Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. He's got it right near the end zone. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. They're setting out to try the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Ball is incomplete. A lot of heat on that throw. Here's the 2nd down play. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. A change of direction. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's got a lot of time. Now sends this one deep to the right. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Chris, I'm kind of surprised they're still taking shots downfield. They got a big lead. We're in the 4th quarter. Run the ball. Get out of dodge. Everybody healthy.
NC State lines up 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Touchdown, NC State. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
And the extra point goes up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Florida offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The sure hands. It's Thorne. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down. The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. There's contact on the throw. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense getting set. It's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Looking to throw it again. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Tries the right with a quick throw. And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. The Gators look to keep this drive moving. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to...
Touchdown, Florida. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. NC State comes to the line quickly. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Back to pass. It's Soto. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And this one is getting ugly. And they connect again. That's just been an unstoppable pitch and catch combination all game.
This receiver's been making this defense look silly, Chris, the entire game. He has multiple touchdowns so far. Just shows you that whatever the game plan was to slow him down, flat out hasn't worked.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Get some blocks. Can they catch him? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! Here's the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum for the defense and make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going for a big play downfield. And he throws his third interception of the day. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. And they get set now to try the PAT. And it's good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Down he goes, a sack. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. See if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. He fires it. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Scanning the field. It's Soto. Looking to throw it deep. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breather room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And this is going to be a safety.
Well, Chris, to me, that really wraps this game up. Maybe if they had a little bit more time, there might be a chance for them to overcome this safety. But this late in the fourth quarter, down now multiple possessions, this one's all but decided.
And it's taken right around the 35. Tackle is made at the 43, but that's a good return and good starting field position. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got it for a big gain. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
I talk to defense coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
And the big play to start the drive, but now, 2 incompletions, they face a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He's looking deep here. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Look out, he's got some space. Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Gators. And the defense adds 6 from the